What's going on, good people? Let me get things situated real quick. While we wait for people to get in here, let me go ahead and get some music going. These damn Giants, man. These Giants. And impromptu live game watch. Got sick of it. I wasn't going live after the game. Got me so pissed off. Had to go live. We gonna watch the remaining of this game together. Shout out to the people already in the building. That first half was terrible. Worse. Audio was choppy. Hold on, let me get it right. Give me just a moment. All right, let me know if the audio is good, if the visual is good right now. Let me know. Let me know if the mic is still choppy. It's better. I'm good. I'm good. All right, perfect. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. What the hell is going on? What the hell is going on? I thought we was gonna fight back for a second, and we didn't fight back. Come on. All right, at least Theo held on to that one. I don't know what the timestamp is. You guys let me know what the timestamp is on your screen. I got 13 minutes and 15 seconds and counting. That's a fact. We're showing it. Giants look weak. That's a fact. We getting beat up today, man. We getting beat up for the. We've been get. I can't even talk. We've been getting beat up this whole game. The physicality is not matched at all. All right, Dart to Wandell Robinson. Look like a 4-yard gain. Right now, I'm second down. 12 minutes, 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Just so everybody can get their time stamp. Teams of Vela, that's a fact. We playing like ass today. Straight up trash, basura, all that. Jackson Dart, man. Jackson Dart, you got to get out of bounds, man. You definitely got to get out of bounds. Luann, it's it's terrible. I think this might be the final straw as far as for Joe Shane. Just to get beat up prime time like this is crazy. Now, two things can happen. Right now, it's 30-7. Said the kick is stupid. Nah, I don't know what happened with Cole. He malfunctioned. He malfunctioned. So it is what it is. And you guys are gonna see right away why I don't like to go live during games. It's way too much emotion. I'm way too volatile when I'm watching these games. You guys will get a short, glimpse of it. I'm not going live after the game because I got some things to take care of. So I decided, let me go live during the game. So shout out to the 35 people that are already in the building. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Stephen R says blame it on Dable. Can't blame it on Dable anymore. Not this one. The play selection is bad. Tyrone Tracy, man, you gotta break a tackle, man. You can't let somebody just wrap you up and hug you out of bounds, man. That's crazy. Bad call by Kafka, not going for it. Now that's a fact. At the end of the half, you got to go, and they still got 3 points out of the deal. That's the crazy thing. You're already down 20 points. You got to go for it. Tatu Vabi said this is bad. Nah, it's very bad. This is belt to ass for sure. I'm watching Eli and Peyton. I just turned off the regular broadcast. I didn't want to hear Troy Aikman anymore. All right, so we got 4th and 6. Giants decide to go for it. Shotgun formation. Got trips right. Jackson Dart drops back. Over the middle. Too long. Too high for Theo. Over on downs. Man, we look pitiful out here. Pitiful. Luann says, Dash, Winston should have started. Nah, it's all about Dart, man. Winston is the backup. It is what it is. Who is this Ellis guy from the Patriots? Never heard of him before, but he got 2 of the biggest hits of the game. Again, you saw Gunnar Olszewski get knocked unconscious. They knocked the end off his helmet. Pack him up. Let me get to some of these comments because I know a lot of these comments say the same thing. How bad we look. Commercial break. We're gonna deal with it for a second. Yeah, so I'm just go through. Shout out to the people already in the building. Catholic calling soft plays. I don't even know if it's that, man. They're just not executing. Also, this Patriots defense is for real. The Patriots, that 10-2 is for real. You see how physical this team is? It just shows us how unphysical the New York Giants are. We're sitting here catching people instead of hitting them. Every time we tackle somebody, it's like we're catching them and not hitting them. They learned a valuable lesson. They're getting beat up. A lot of people getting beat up today. You saw Javon Holland get carried. I don't know if we got one good hit. Maybe Bobby Okereke on the short out against Stevenson. Maybe that was a good tackle, but outside of that, we look horrible. Horrible. Is Charlie Bullen worse than Shane Bowen? That's the first question. Is he? Is he? Also, Theo Johnson dropped that touchdown. That was a touchdown. We ended up getting it back, but you can't be dropping those, man. Alvarez says, I hate to say it, but I will not watch a New York Giant football game again this year. Nah, I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you at all. This is pitiful. This is pitiable. They showed that there's levels and the Giants are not on any kind of level today. Flat out physicality, none. We got it. Like we talked about respect. Abdul Carter got benched for the first 2 series. What are we doing? What are we doing? We got to figure out something, man. Something is definitely broken. We already knew that. We already knew something was broken. But we're seeing it prime time and everybody's watching it right now. Actually, people probably turn this game off. The only people watching this game are Giants fans, well, Patriots fans, Giants fans, and the people that are stuck in that damn stadium right now. All right, 1st and 10. Again, Giants with the weak tackles. Who's that? Stevenson. What did he get? 5 yards on the first down? It is what it is. Clean house, get rid of the GM. Shout out to my man Thunder in the building. Shout out to everybody that's already in the building too, man. Let me get the comments showing up here. And again, I'm not doing a full post game recap. I'm going live now because I wasn't able to do a post, or I'm not going to be able to do a post game recap. So that's why we're doing this right now. So a lot of people that wanted me to call a game, you're just seeing it now. Who's that making a play? Dane Belton, nice tackle for loss there. Don't need to celebrate. You down 23 points. I hate when players celebrate when they're down so many points. We're down 23 points. You better not. You better not be celebrating tackles. Shout out to my man. I beat IGT, right? He says Christian Ellis played for Idaho, UFA to Minnesota, then Philly. The New England guy plays with his hair on fire every game. Not a surprise. I'm glad you know who he was. I don't know who he is, but he out here laying the wood on people. Pause. All right, 3rd and 7. Drake May getting pressured by Abdul Carter. Scrolls out to the left. Picks up the first down with his feet. I thought Abdul Carter was faster than that, people. How does Drake May outrun Abdul Carter? Somebody explain that to me. I thought Abdul Carter was faster than this. How do you... Come on, man. And I know, listen, and Drake May is an athlete at quarterback, but we talking about Abdul Carter here. How come he can't run that man down? Come on now. That's crazy. And look at Dexter Lawrence. Dexter Lawrence can't even beat come on, man. What's going on? Money Mike says Carter not as fast as I thought. Yeah, he didn't participate in the combine. We don't know what his 40 was. But he looking like a 4-5 guy. Who's that? Missing tackles. Bobby Okereke misses a tackle. Zaire Barnes with the cleanup for a minimal gain. Now we got a 2nd and 8 most likely. Maybe a 2nd and 7. Depending on the ball placement. Dexter gave up like 8 games ago. Nah, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. What's the down and distance? We know it's 2nd and 8. Okay, I was right. This defense is terrible. Phase, that's a fact. No heart. All right, we got 2nd and 8. Shotgun formation. Backs to the left. Drop back. Drake May has time. Low comeback route for who's that? Demario Douglas. against Poston and Debo. So now they just playing backyard football right now with us. We got here. I didn't see what the lineup was. I think we're still playing off man coverage. A little bit too much cushion. Comeback route. Debo just too late getting there. Show the other side so I can see it. American Cheese says at least we'll get the second pick in the draft. Possibly. All right, we got empty backfield. Drake May, 1st and 10 on their own 40. I'm sorry, on the Giants 40. Another comeback route. Giants giving them like eight yards of cushion. It's ridiculous. We're showing them so much respect. It's ridiculous. Coordinator has given up. That's crazy. On his first game, he's given up. Like, play press, man. What are we doing? It's 30-7. You still got 7 minutes on the clock. Act like you care. Money Mike says, I think we beat the Raiders and the Vikings. Not playing like this, man. Well, the Raiders are horrible. Vikings are horrible too. So I saw that game yesterday. Horrible. All right. Look like we had third. It's going to be third and short. About third and a half a yard. Let's see if we can hold them on this one. 6 minutes, 43 seconds left. They're going to run out the clock, man. This is the third quarter. They're going to run out the clock for the rest of this game. This game is going to go by fast. This game is probably going to be over in the next 30 real minutes. Clean house after the game. Reckless says, yes, press, man. What are we doing, man? We're showing them so much respect. Who is Demario Douglas to give him that much respect? Oh, okay. 4th down. Brian Burns makes a play. Tackle for loss there. Looked like they got him about 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage too, so that's a good play by the defense there. Guess what happens when you play aggressive? Huh? When you play aggressive, what happens? You make plays. All right, 4th down decision here. They're keeping the offense on the field. If you're ahead of me, I apologize. Yeah, Vrabel's keeping the offense on the field. 4th and 6. They're not even worried about it right now. They're playing around. All right, let's see what we got. Shotgun formation, running back to the left. Look like we got motion. First down. Stephon Diggs gets motion. Nobody's covering him. No man-to-man coverage. They're sitting in the soft zone. It's 4th and 6, and everybody's 7 yards deep. Somebody make that make sense for me, please. Please, what are we doing? Look at this. Look at everybody. It's 4th and 6, and you're 7, 8 yards deep. This is why I don't do these lives, man. It's hard to try to pay attention to the game and chat at the same time. Yeah, that's a fact. They are disrespecting us right now. That Dark Friend says Patriots playing Madden on rookie. That's a fact. Somebody said I missed Dable. Come on, Bobby. Make the tackle, Bobby. Come on. We don't tackle well at all. It's crazy. You see it, Steven? You saw it. 6 yards to get 7 yards back. It's ridiculous. You see him in man coverage. Nobody moves, so they know it's zone. You just got to sit in the soft spot, and that's what he did. While everybody's 7 yards deep. This is ridiculous, man. I know Andre Patterson's probably somewhere sitting smiling. Like, yeah, I could have did better than this. This is crazy. They talked about being aggressive all week long. That's what Dexter Lawrence was smiling about, being aggressive. Said Coach Bullen, deep shot in the end zone, no good. Looked like he was looking for Keyshawn Boutte on that. Got 90s aura says, I feel sick, crazy as hell, a football team affecting my health. Nah, that's a fact, man. We should be able to sue for pain and suffering. That's a fact. What's going on, Stacy? Stacy says, Dash, this is pathetic. We definitely need to draft defensive. Forget a wide receiver. We need somebody that can run, chase, and tackle, and then also some people that are not afraid to hit. We need somebody that wants to hit. Belton can't be the only one that wants to hit. Phillips can't be the only one that wants to hit. Look at this. Look at this soft zone. Look at this. Trey Henderson, man, he runs a nice out route. There's nobody 5 yards from him. Easy completion. They're playing pitch and catch back here. It's not the fourth quarter. It's not 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. We're talking about 4 minutes in the third quarter. This man is bobbling the ball. Nobody's there to make a play. Oh, actually, he dropped it. Good play by Andrew Phillips. Guess what? Why? Because he's being physical. But still, it's crazy. Simply said he's not impressed with Dart tonight. I'm not impressed with him tonight either. Obviously, like I said, you got to learn, man. He took an unnecessary hit. All right, the kick is no good. Field goal attempt, no good. Giants take over on offense. Let's see what Kafka comes out. Now, here's going to be the telling thing, right? If you see the New York Giants come out in empty, then that means they're actually still trying to fight a little bit. If you see them try to come into a running play, then I think they're just trying to see if they can try to fool the Patriots. But the Patriots are going to be sending everybody now. You're in obvious passing downs, so it's no need to even try to get any kind of shotgun or pistol formation. There's no need for that. We need to go straight up pass formation, quick game for the rest of this game, if it even matters. What's going on, Stacy? He said my bad dash was good. Nah, you good, man. You good. Astro Glide said it's too late. I'm going to bed. Good night. It's bad, man. All right. Give me a second. All right. Let me get that back here. My bad. Just got a text message. Got to answer those. Faye said he's out too. He says, I'm out. I'm out. Good night, G fan. That's a fact. Listen, man, if you got it, listen, I'm not mad at anybody that's ready to clock out on this game. Listen, I'm not mad at it at all. I just want to see if this team has any fight or any self-respect left in them. It's a lot of game left. It's a lot of game left, and I'm just sitting here like, whatever. I want to see if they actually have some fight left in them. We're fired too early, huh? Yeah. We fired too early. What you mean? I don't think we did. I mean, we had to make these changes. Now it's just the one guy that we're waiting on now. Now it's all about Joe Shane. These are his players. Let's see what his players do for him. Let's see if they got some fight in them. Luann said, I'm off tomorrow. I was off today. I should have took off tomorrow. Now, that's a fact. Stephen R. said every fifth run, you'll see a pass. Yeah, I didn't like it. First and second down being runs, knowing you're going against one of these tough, and then you put yourself in third and long every time. It's crazy to me. That's a fact. Run, pass, third and out. Yeah, 3 and out. Predictable. I want to see what happens, though. I want to see what happens. I can't even get my parlay. So we did go in the power I. We running with who's that? Tracy? Looks like Tracy. We got good push on first down. Now we need points, man. We can't be sitting here trying to run the ball. We ain't got that kind of time. Unless you're just trying to make the game respectable instead of trying to actually win. We got to push the ball. And they going into the huddle. They not going to the quick game. They not going to the no huddle. They gave up, man. I think they gave up already. All right, we got a Dart on the center. All right, play action. Dart looking for somebody to pass to, takes off the run, dives. Did he get the first? Yeah, he got the first down. First down, Giants. Stacy says, no identity, no heart, no fight. That's a fact. Why the hell? Side guy Bryce says this game is over. Yeah, I mean, I feel the game is over too. I just want to see how much fight these guys got. How much self-respect they got. All right, we got a shotgun. Wandell with the whew, there you go. That's a play. Oh man, he ran right into him. You got to have a little more wiggle on that, Wandell. Got to break those tackles. Dorothy Slipper says they gave up when they punted on 4th and half. Yeah. That's a fact. You go for it. You got to go for it there, and they still gave up 3 points. at the end of the half. You got to go for it there. If they're going to turn, if you're going to turn around and let them get the field goal, you should have just went for it anyway. You should have just went for it anyway. I think they're trying to do that. Simply said Giants need to throw down field more. I think they're trying to do that. They're just not doing it. They're just not doing it. Xavier says Robinson is too damn small. That's the roller coaster ride when it comes to Wan'Dale Robinson. You can't treat him like he's a wide receiver one. Not saying that you're saying that, but he is absolutely limited. We saw those games like last week where you can get 100 yards in a game, but that's not something that he can do every game. It's about matchups, and sometimes the matchup is in his favor. Today, matchup is not in his favor. All right, Dart's back under center. Run play again. Up, Tracy got a little bit of space. Looks like he got about 8 yards on that. Might be second and 2. I can't believe we punted the half even. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Blaze the Kid says, is it just me or is Dart not a fan of Kafka? Think that Dable firing is going to be bigger than we know? He got to get over it. Dable's gone already. All right, 2nd and 2. Did they just? I know they just couldn't call a timeout. What happened just now? Who called the timeout? All right, a minute 18 in the third. We got 2nd and 2. Again, if you guys are ahead of me, I apologize. If you're behind me, I apologize. That's just my timestamp. All right, 2nd and 2. Dart under center again. What do we have? Got 12 personnel. Both tight ends lined up on the left side. They're going power run here. They're probably going to go off of the guard here. Let's see what happens. Again. Yep, off the guard. They get the first down. Like, it's so predictable. So predictable. Said Joe Shane needs to be fired. He built this team and it's not good. Yeah, he got a collection of players, but he never built a team. He just added. It's like having it's like having the Infinity Stones without the gauntlet. You ain't got nothing to hold all the. We just got a group of players. James the Giant says Cook. That's a fact. I formation again. This time they run it off to the left. Minimal gain, maybe 2 yards. Again with the 12 personnel. Listen, it's 12 personnel. It's in the third quarter. You're down 23 points. You're not trying to score. This is crazy. This is crazy to me. And now you're probably not going to get a playoff before the quarter ends. Actually, you have to because the play. Oh no, we're still under center. Like, what the hell are we doing, man? This is sickening. Run. Down 23 points. I don't understand, man. You got Dart sitting here frustrated. He's visibly shaking his head. About to go into the fourth quarter. The Giants gave up, man. I don't know if the players gave up, but the coaching definitely gave up. That's a fact. I can't even blame it on the players right now, man, because it looked like Dart wants to go. You saw him shaking his head on the play call. Like, we're not going to score. We can't score 23 points. Running the ball 3 straight downs. What are we talking about? Money Mike says, Dash, how do you feel about Mekhi Lemon? I like him a lot. He's going to be available when we're picking for sure. I have him 3rd on my list. I got Tyson and I got Tate in front of him right now. Mekhi Lemon might be the best playmaker out of those guys. Mekhi Lemon is special talent for sure. Roland says poor play calling. That's a fact. He gave up, man. Kafka gave up, man. That's it. Gave up. This is pathetic. When the New York Giants have leads on other teams, they don't quit like this. We folded, man. And that's the crazy part. We folded. Luann says Patriots still pissed because Tommy Cutlass beat them last year and we won 2 Super Bowls. We getting belt the ass right now, and that's crazy. Simeon says, I didn't know we were on tonight. We didn't show up. That's a fact. The players didn't make the trip. I don't know who out there playing right now, but it ain't the Giants. Well, it might be the Giants. I don't like Nick Harbor that much. I don't like Nick Harbor that much. You could probably get him late. He's a day 3 pick. Height, weight, speed guy for sure. Not a complete wide receiver though, in my opinion. Um, Definitely needs some developing, but you can't teach 6'5", 220 pounds and running a 4.2. You can. He got Olympic type speed, so that's one thing about Nick Harbor. Somebody's going to take a chance on him. Watch, and somebody might be able to develop him. What's going on, Mike Fanta? Man, think it says all good. Tarzan will be back next season. Man. Dorothy Slipper says we just need to do 2 quarterback kneels on second down to put the icing on the cake. Nah, this is terrible. Don't know. For real. It's terrible. All right. Start of the 4th quarter. 3rd and 6. Let me tell you this, man. If they don't start passing the ball now, then that like Catholic got some explaining to do. Post game for sure. There's no reason for you to go out in the 3rd quarter, none of those possessions, and sit here and run the ball on 1st and 2nd down. We need chunks. We need points. Now we're in the Wildcat. Devin Singletary keeps it. He's touchdown Giants. Don't celebrate. You're still down. You're still down 17 points. We're going for 2, though. We went into a Wildcat fake toss trick play for a touchdown. Some people are celebrating that. I will not celebrate it. I will not celebrate it. Wildcat fake pitch to dart keeper by Devin Singletary. I mean, I appreciate the play design. I appreciate that. Good pancake block by JMS. But where was this earlier in the game? All right, Giants going for 2. Shotgun formation. Look like we're in 11 personnel. Theo Johnson and actually 12. No, 11 personnel. I was right the first time. All right, that's not anything. Just throw the ball up. Just somebody give him a chance. Dart just running around doing whatever. And they get the 2-point conversion. Slayton is right there open. The biggest, that's a fact. I said it's over. Darius Slayton gets a 2-point conversion. Dart was just running around playing backyard football just now. They couldn't get a hold of him. D Brown in the building. Shout out to D Brown. JJ the King says, "Oh, we finally calling the game." Nah, let me tell you what happened, man. What happened was this: I'm not available to do a post game. I wasn't gonna do anything at all. I was so pissed off at halftime, I decided to go live. That's what it is, and I've been complaining ever since. And guess what, Jay? You'll realize after this why I don't go live, because I'm a horrible watch when we going live. All I do pretty much is call out plays and complain a little bit. But shout out to the people that are in the building. Make sure you guys hit that like button on the way in. Ty Tuvabi says JMS development is not talked about. He's playing better for sure. He had a couple of pancakes today. But, every time somebody does something good, we lose. And it gets overshadowed. Like last week, Wan'Dale Robinson had a fantastic game, but we lost. And we didn't talk about it. And it just is what it is when it comes to stuff like that. Shout out to, is it Shakur 6950? He says need linebackers in the worst way for this team. Tired of this Okereke mess. Yeah, we need a couple of linebackers. I wish McFadden would have played this year because it is a contract year for him. Good news is he's probably going to be a lot cheaper to re-sign him, but Okereke got to come up off of that money. We saved like $9 million if he cut Okereke. So I'm sorry, Bobby O. You got to go. It just is what it is. Respectfully. Luann says, I knew that dash that you decided to go live because you were pissed. That's a fact. I was pissed off, man. I was pissed off, and I knew by the end of this game I wanted to do a rant, and I wasn't going to be able to do a rant because I got to do something. So I just said, let me go live now. Let me just go live now, and I got about a half an hour before I got to get out of here. So we're gonna vibe for a little bit longer. Stacy says Downs, Reese, Anthony Hill Jr., Caleb Downs. Caleb Downs probably the best player in the draft, but he's a safety, and you know how positional value goes, so he won't go first overall. But Caleb Downs is probably the best player in this draft. Arvell Reese, nice. I like Sonny Styles a little bit better for the Giants than Arvell Reese because he's a full off the ball linebacker. Can do it all. Mansour Delaney, good cornerback. Played for Virginia Tech, now playing with LSU. Now I like Mansour Delaney. We need a little bit of everything though, but most of all, we need dogs and we need a defensive minded head coach. We can play these games with these offensive minded head coaches. No, we need to, if we want to get back to Giants football in a new version, not going back, but a new version of Giants football. We need a defensive minded head coach. We need a guy that really knows how to, get the best out of his players, and we're not seeing that at all. So. Back to the game. Giants down 15 points with 14 minutes left. Maybe we got some fight left. Who knows? We'll see what happens. 1st and 10 for the Patriots. Obviously, they're going to try to run the ball. They're going to try to run this clock out for sure. I won't be surprised if you see some 22 personnel with them right now. Let's see what happens. Nope. They're going 11 personnel. Motion by the tight end. Play action, a little dump off to the tight end, wide open. Nobody is a million miles from him. Come on, man. Come on. I don't even know whose responsibility that was, but that's motion. And it looks like it had to be, if you're that wide open, it has to be man coverage. So that's on a linebacker. That's either on Bobby Okereke or on Zaire Barnes. And unfortunately, I'm watching the Manning because I'm on my phone watching this right now. And I can't see the replays because I gotta watch Eli and Peyton talk. I don't need to see that. 1st and 10. May is under center. We got power I formation. Handoff up the gut. Henderson tries to bounce it to the left, gets stopped. Minimal gain, probably like 2-3 yards. So we're looking at a 2nd and 7 most likely. Stephen R says Tate 1st round, Hill Jr. 2nd round. Hill is the linebacker from Texas. William Blanket Lee. Talking about the guy from Texas A&M, the cornerback. Yeah. One thing about, like, he's a prototype. William Lee from Texas A&M. Not the fastest guy, but very physical. Very physical. I like his game. Wish he was a little bit faster though, but we'll see what happens. We'll see how he tests on the combine. All right, we got 2nd and 8. Play action, running back screen. That's such a simple play design, but it works every time. Who did they sucker? They made somebody a sucker just now. Who was that? They did the play action to the running back screen, just a little dump off, had a blocker, 1st down. Again, they just playing. Josh McDaniel is in his bag. They're just playing keep away right now, and the Giants are falling for it. Just a game of keep away. Let him live. 80 says miss McFadden as well. Yeah, I miss McFadden. He was playing. He was like we haven't seen him since the 1st game. All right, we got a split formation, handoff to Henderson. Looked like he picked up 3 yards on that. Nice tackle by Zaire Barnes. Yeah, they're just playing keep away right now. They're gonna try to run this clock out. If the Giants do not make a stop here, it's pretty much over. Big 2nd down here. We usually talk about 3rd downs as being big downs. This is a big 2nd down for the Giants right now. Again, shout out to the 94 people in the building. Make sure you guys hit the like button. All right, let's see what the formation look like. We got shotgun. Running back off to the right. Looks like 11 personnel. We got Diggs in motion. We got man coverage. Adebo's trailing. Good blitz. Did they get home? They got home. Giants got home. Looked like they sent 7. Look what happens when you send pressure. Edwin says his team has no heart. We're seeing it right now, whether or not they got heart or not, man. Big 3rd down here. If you want to try to make any kind of last push, 3rd and 12. In this situation, you got to watch for the little simple dump, the screen. They're probably going to use your pressure against you. We'll see what happens here. That's what I'm saying, Simeon. Would you look at that? A little bit of pressure. You got to send them. They're still playing too soft, especially the nickelback. Since they didn't send anybody, little quick dump off, like I said. But we got to stop. Like, this stuff is so predictable, man. So predictable. I will say this though: the Patriots are playing right now on offense. They're playing not to lose the game though. They do not have their foot on our necks right now. Just going off of that series right there. So the New York Giants get a chance with 11 minutes left in the game. Let's see what happens. Watch for the fake because they are on their side, or our side of the ball. I mean, of the field. Shout out to Prentice with the $5 super chat. Says Giants needs D'Amico Ryans type of coach to get most of it. That's the Brian Flores to me, man. That's what Brian Flores would be. But what's the flag? I missed the flag. But that's definitely need a defensive minded head coach, man. Defense, I'll tell you right now, the defense is showing a little bit of heart right now. They're not showing that they quit. Despite the coordinators look like they wanted to quit in the third quarter. Players decided not to quit. Let's see what happens though. All right, 4th and 13. Patriots about to punt. Most likely, it's probably what Singletary back there since Gunner is out. And again, I got this game on mute, so I can't really hear nothing. Almost got the block there. Who is that? Was that Slayton? Look like they had Slayton out actually back there. Oh, Odell Beckman's on the Manning cast right now. Could use some help right now. Could use some Odell help if Odell was Odell, but Odell ain't Odell no more. Stacey says, Dash, how soon before you start mock drafting? I already been mock drafting. I just haven't done any videos yet. I haven't done any uploads yet, but I've been mock drafting already. I'm probably easy 200 mock drafts in the past 2 months, probably 200 mock drafts. I'm not even kidding. 7-round mock drafts too, man. Sometimes I do mock drafts before I go to sleep. Sometimes it helps me go to sleep. Is this Sima Singh 83? 83 was a fantastic year. If that's what the 83 stands for. 1983 was a fantastic year. Special teams wrecked this game for us. Yeah, they did. Yeah, cool with the I don't even know what you want to call it. Foot got stuck on the field goal, and then Gunner got knocked unconscious, but also Gunner always finds a way to run into where the defense is on returns. He ran right into the defense, and that's what happened to him. Stacey says Chris Shula could possibly get this defense back on track. It's a lot of people that can get this defense back on track. We just got to pick the right one, and they got to pick the right offensive coordinator, man. That's what it is. It's about getting the staff, and it's about finding a leader at head coach, and who those coordinators are going to be. And if Mike Kafka doesn't have too much of an ego, I wouldn't mind him coming back as an OC just because of the how familiar he is with the roster. But again, if you get a head coach in here, they're going to hire whoever those guys are. The only guy I would push on a new head coach is Carmen Brasillo, because even in this game, the offensive line is doing pretty well. Again, this is one of those top defenses right now, and like I said, Dart is having some time back there, but nobody's getting open. And that goes, to the problem not having receivers, man. And again, Malik Neighbors comes back, Scatterable comes back next year. Who knows how these guys are going to be early, coming back next year. But we got to figure some things out. That's the one right there, Ford Expedition. Jim Schwartz would do wonders with this defense. No doubt in my mind. Jim Schwartz is number one on my list for sure. Luann, you love throwing Rex out there. Man, Rex, listen, Rex time is past. His time is past. You know what? I'm not going to knock him though. Rex was known for having a defense and having his teams prepared. He took the Jets to what? 3 straight AFC championships, or at least 2 straight AFC championships. So it is what it is. All right, we got 1st and 10. We still trying to run the ball or acting like we're going to run the ball. Got to be a play action. Do not run this ball, please. All right, we got motion. And when we ran the ball right into the teeth of the defense, 2-yard loss. What are we doing? Why are we even playing around with the run right now? Why are we even trying to establish the run? It's the 4th quarter. We down 15 points. What are we doing? Like, throw that establishing the run stuff out of here. They got to throw this out, man. You cannot try to run the ball right now. Shout out to Ghost. Shout out to Ghost Killer 250 with the $1.99 super chat. Says, for your information, this is Joseph Cornelius Shane's roster. Yes, it is. With a sprinkle of Dave Gettleman in there too. With a sprinkle of Dave Gettleman. But for the most part, yeah. Who's this down? We got a player down, and it's Tyrone Tracy. Look like he's holding his hip or lower back. And guess what? How many running backs we got on the roster right now? Take a guess. How many running backs we got? Yeah, exactly. TV timeout for the hurt player. We're going to talk a little bit of trash. It ain't about Rex being old. Well, it ain't about Rex being old. It's just his time might have passed him. He's been away from the game just too long. Simeon says, after 4 years, this is Shane's mess. That's a fact. That's a fact. I'm just having some fun with it. This is sprinkle of Dave Gettleman. The bright spots, Andrew Thomas, Dexter Lawrence, that's Gettleman. Those are the guys that are left. 30-15. Looks like Tyrone Tracy is hurt. That means Devin Singletary is it for the rest of the game, depending on what it is. Maybe Tracy's not that hurt, but we don't have another running back. So Walker just took the words right out of my mouth. Wandell at running back. We gotta force our way out of the run. Maybe this forces Kafka to go to the running game. To go to the passing game. We need 2 touchdowns. That's a fact. And it's not even, it's 10 minutes left. You should be able to get 2 touchdowns in 10 minutes. Like, if it's not the Giants, how much faith do we have that a team can actually pull this off? There's a lot of teams that can pull off 15 points with 10 minutes left. But when it's the Giants and it's a play calling, we should not be running the ball at all. We shouldn't even be huddling right now. Oh, that's right. Eric Gray is on the roster. I forgot all about Eric Gray. Did he dress today? I didn't look. So I forgot all about Eric Gray. Good call right there, Mr. Lester. Ghost Killer says, I don't think there's been one breakout Shane pick. Outside of Neighbors. Yeah. Hold on just a moment. My apologies. I had to yell at my kids, tell them to get their chores done. Had to do some fathering. All right. So what we got? They keep going to these. I don't need to see Odell. I can't stand the Manning cast sometimes. Walker Wash is preparing for the worst, but hope for the best again. Emphasis on the again. That dark friend is yelling at my toddler to get in bed. Nah, that's a fact. Now I heard my 2 sons arguing just now about getting their chores done. Dart just scrambles for the first down, gets it. Get on the ball, man. What are we doing? Huddling. It's not enough time for this. Why are you huddling? Like, I hope the beat writers are taking notes, which they usually take pretty good notes, man. And they can ask Kafka why they huddled up so much. Because you know what's going to happen? If we score on this drive, if we happen to score on this drive, the next drive we're going to be trying to hurry up. Like, come on, man. Act like you care a little bit. Corey Durden having a revenge game against the Giants right now. A couple of big plays. Shout out to Prentice. $5 super chat says, do you sign Kayvon long-term, being that Carter hasn't shown the potential to be an impact player yet? You don't do it yet because you have the 5th-year option. Now, it just depends on who the GM is. Now, if it's Joe Shane wants to be right, so he probably does extend Kayvon Thibodeau. But again, he hasn't been available the last, 3 games. All right, what you doing, Dart? Dart with the deep shot. Looks like almost an interception. Threw it in the triple coverage, trying to find Wandell. Wandell Robinson, as a target down the field only works in one-on-one coverage, man coverage. Or if he finds a spot. If you got a couple of people around Wandell Robinson, I know he did it once in Green Bay in 2023 where he had a 50-50 ball that he got. But that's not who you want targeting down the field in these situations, especially when there's three defenders in the area. You need your big body wide receiver to do that. Where's Hodgins? Shotgun formation. 3rd and 9. Giants trying to make a play. Dart scrambles out to the right. Look like he wants to run, directing some traffic, and he goes out of bounds. Man, this is pitiful. This is pitiful stuff happening right now. Nobody's open, though. Kudos, and it's a horrible scramble drill. Nobody's trying to make a play. Horrible scramble drill. Nobody's doing anything, and we're going to punt. I came here so fast I didn't even bring a water with me. Giants are punting again. Game is officially over. Why are they punting? Because they gave up. Who's that making the play? Yeah, they might even pull May out of this game. Like this is the first. This you figure this is Kafka's third game as being a head person in charge, and this is the first time where I haven't been happy with Kafka. And the funny thing is it's Jackson Dart's first start under Kafka. And I don't like the way we look now. Again, it is the Patriots. They're the best team in the AFC right now. That defense is absolutely legit. So we got to take that into consideration. But the route concepts look crazy. Us trying to run the ball, being down 15 points is crazy. Like, why are you still trying to establish the run? Why? Because you want to do play action. Well, we ain't in the business of doing play action right now. What's the point of even trying to establish the run when we can't even do play action? We need to be in straight up either empty or just in freaking fast pace. Like, what are we doing? No huddle. But no, we want to huddle, wasting precious time, down 15 points. The funny thing is watch New England score 2 more times too. That's the crazy part. They got enough time to score, but actually, I take that back. They're going to run this ball out. You might see another maybe. How much time left? We got 9 minutes, 8 minutes left. We'll see what happens. I got about 15 more minutes before I got to wrap this thing up. Reckless says Brian Flores, head coach Dable OC. Yeah, right. That's not going to happen. That's hilarious, though. Stacy says when you don't have weapons, you become predictable. Well, we got the same people as last week, and they look a lot better. Last week, even the route concepts were better. Again, we were playing a weaker team as far as defense goes. Actually, were we? Were we actually playing a weaker team? Maybe not. Because the freaking Bears are leading their division too. Or leading the conference. It is what it is. Stephen R. says they'll score, but the Giants will run the timeout for them. Nah, I'm pissed off about this one. Nah, that's a fact. It says Lions aren't that good this year, so Giants can play them closer. And the Patriots secondary is elite. Is that a fact? King, shout out to my man King D in the building. He says we are the only franchise fan base to believe we have talent. I believe we have talent. We just don't have a team. That's it. We got some talent. We don't have a team. A lot of the talent's hurt too. You figure the two biggest pieces on offense, Scatterboo and Neighbors, are gone. But I've seen this team put up points the last couple of weeks and lose, and all of a sudden we stuck at 15. It's a lot of things we can say about this game. And again, as I thought, the Patriots about to try to run the ball out. Run the clock out, and they get the first down. A little bit more than that, Travion Henderson breaks it off to the right, still going. Was that a 30-yard run? 6 minutes, 53 seconds left. Jackson Dart is disgusted on the sideline, shaking his head next to Shea Tierney. on his welcome back. We getting blown out. Pause. Shout out to Zoo. Is it Zizu? Zizu with the $5 super chat said, "Did you think Shane Bowen called Vrabel after he got fired?" It looks like it. It didn't happen, but it definitely. I don't even think Vrabel didn't need it. Vrabel didn't need no help from Shane Bowen. You kidding me? If Vrabel really liked Shane Bowen, he would have took him last year. He would have took him back last year or this year, when he got the job in New England. 1st and 10, they take a shot downfield, wide open, tight end scores, touchdown. Do have a flag on the play. Maybe it's holding. Looked like it might be holding, but the tight end was up the seam, wide open. Broken coverage. Looks like it's going to be against the Patriots, though. That's nasty work right there. The referee's discussing. What could it? Illegal shift on New England. They're going to bring that touchdown back, and they're going to try it again. That's bad, man. This is bad. And you know what's going to really piss me off, though? You know what's really going to piss me off? If we go no huddle once we get the ball back after this. If we go no huddle when we get this ball back, I'm going to be highly pissed off. Like very, very, very pissed off. High levels of pissivity. If we go no huddle when we should have been no huddle since the third quarter. Oh, I'm going to be pissed off if we go no huddle after all this. All right. Trayvon Henderson up the middle. First, second down? Looked like he gained 5 yards on that. So they back to running the clock out. They're going to take their shot downfield. Rolling 86-87 says, Big Dash, no sad to say this game is over. New York Giants salute. Ain't no sad to say, man. When I started this live at halftime, I knew it was over. I knew it was over then. Mike Thomas says Daniel Jones better than Dart. Oh, now it's those shots times now. We're gonna see some shots getting thrown. Ford Expedition with the $2 super chat. Dash, we think we got any more wins this season. The Raiders are trash. I think we can still beat the Raiders. And if the Vikings gonna keep backing out Max Brosmer, whatever his name is, then those are two games that we could possibly win. In all honesty, they're that bad. This game again, we're playing against the number one team in the AFC, one of the top defenses in the AFC, and we're getting pummeled. And they're out. The physicality was unmatched. We ain't have nothing for them right now, and they were missing their starting left tackle and their starting left guard, and we still couldn't get any pressure. Like, come on, man, this is nasty work right here. All right, QB sneak. They get the first down, clear. 1st and 10. Go ahead and wrap this game up. Wrap it up. Sam says the Jets are looking better than the Giants and have less talent. I wonder why. Better coaching, possibly. Better ingredients, Papa John's. Better roster, better coaching, Papa John's. Marvin says disgusted to be a fan of this team. Yeah, this is nasty right here. This is nasty right here for sure. Blazing says they literally getting beat down and off the field. Yeah. They got punched in the mouth and they threw a couple jabs back and ended up getting knocked out. That's pretty much what it was. There's a lot of people this morning that was talking some trash. I'm glad I didn't partake. But it is what it is. Shout out to my man Mark in the building. He said that I'm beyond numb right now. Man, don't even worry about it. We already knew what it was. I thought we had a chance to win this game for sure. And looks, Trayvon Henderson still breaking tackles. We don't know how to finish. And where's the respect level? I want to know what happened with Abdul Carter again. Why was he held out of games again? I mean, held out of the series, 2 series again. What's going on? Said the Papa John line had me chuckling. Yeah, man. Better coaching, better roster. All right, 2nd and 5, 4 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock. I wonder if they throw do they throw Jackson Dart back out there? Or do they throw Jameson there for these last 4 minutes? Mike Kafka looking like a big dummy on the side with his play card. All right, we got 2nd and 4. Look like we sending a blitz. Almost got home. Who is that? The middle linebacker. Doesn't get there, but May slides. I think he got back to the line of scrimmage, possibly. 3rd down. Clock still running unless we call the timeout. Yeah, Giants called the timeout. 4 minutes, 28 seconds left. All right. Yeah, I heard a crazy rumor too. I don't know if that's true or not. We're gonna keep that for the people that know. No. For the people that know, no. Mike Thomas is so sick of us sucking balls, man. Defense such dog shit. Yeah, that's a fact. Pardon my French. I don't like to curse on this channel, but sometimes, you know, you got to. He missed another meeting. Now I heard it was something else, but we'll see what happens. I'm pretty sure that news will come out. Or maybe it won't. All right, 3rd down. Look like it's 3rd and 6. We got trips on the right side, shotgun formation. Back is to the left. Wide open. Good. Come on, defense. All out blitz. They just dump it right up the seam to the tight end. Safety gets there late. They get the 1st down. Who's that? Is that Belton? That might be Belton. Just wide open. They're just playing around with this defense, man. They playing chess. We playing checkers, and it's so easy to see what they're doing. They identified the all out blitz. They hit the hot read. The hot read was a tight end. Safety's sitting there 10 yards back, just dumping right up the seam. That's it. Easy work. Let's go ahead and take this game. Too bad they can't run off this last 3 minutes because that's sick. And like I said, I'm apologize ahead of time because I do need to get off at the top of the hour. Like I said, I gotta do some things. Not gonna have a post game show. That's why I went live at halftime. So I do appreciate the love and support, everybody. For kicking it with me and vibing with me for sure. Man, think it says Bobby Fischer versus Checker Fred. Checker Fred is hilarious. I might have that's you know what that might be my new alias for Mike Kafka. Checker Fred. I like that. Empty backfield. Let's go ahead, give him the touchdown. Oh, finally, Belton makes a play. Those that tighten up the seam made the play. Shout out to Belton for still playing. And guess what? You know why that worked? Because he didn't retreat at the snap. You got people lined up on the goal line, so they're protecting the goal line. He didn't back up into the goal line, which, you know, helped to make that play. So he learned something. Boy, Charlie Bullen got some answering to do. All right. 3rd and goal, 3 minutes left on the clock. Shotgun formation, ball is snapped. May scrambles, takes the hit from who's that? Zaire Barnes. Finally, somebody took it. Somebody hit somebody. So we got a 4th and goal. Most likely it's going to be a field goal. Giants are out of timeouts. 2 minutes, 49 seconds left on the clock. They do have the 2-minute warning that's going to stop the clock. But if we don't, they about to run off 20 something seconds too. So 4th and goal. Do have the 2-minute warning, but it's not like we're going to score, twice. Actually, it's going to be action. Yeah. Unless they miss this field goal, it's really over. My man Bush Kid with the $4.99 super chat says, "Big Dash, I told you last week to start Winston. You said no. No, I'm not against starting Dart. What's the point? What's the purpose of starting Winston? We trying to make a late playoff push or something? No. You throw Dart in there. You throw Dart in there. He got to get all his bumps and bruises. He got to take all his medicine. He got to take all this medicine, and then guess what? They leaving him in the game too. So this last 2 minutes, yeah, man, it is. Yeah, you don't throw Winston in there now. Dart is the future of this franchise. You throw him out there. The good, you take the good with the bad. It is what it is. It is what it is. We know what his record. It's not like he got a winning record either. But I will say this though, the offense looked better with Jameis Winston the last 2 weeks. I got to keep it 100. Got to keep it real. But again, this is Jackson Dart's team. It's not Jameis Winston's team. So it is what it is with that. Marvin says they should draft another quarterback though for competition. Absolutely, yo. You know who I would take? I would take the kid that's at Ole Miss right now to be the backup quarterback to Jackson Dart. Trinidad Chambers, I would take him right now, but you know what? He's gonna he's gonna rise up the boards. I think he's gonna petition for another year of eligibility, because he did play for I think it was a Division 3 school, might have been Division 2 school. So I think he's gonna fight for another year of eligibility. So he might go back to Ole Miss, or he might follow Lane Kiffin to LSU. That's something that might happen too with because Nussmeier most likely declares for the draft. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, Chambers will be on my list. You definitely got to get another quarterback in here for competition. Don't try to bring back Tommy DeVito either. Get somebody in here that you can develop as a backup quarterback. That's going to take over for Winston when his contract is up. That's what you need to do. We got to start planning ahead. Be more. And guess what? We go. I swear I'm gonna be pissed off if we go hurry up. All right. Now we're going to the quick game. This pisses me off. This pisses me off. All the way off. They going no huddle and they going to the quick game. This pisses me off, man. This pisses me off. No huddle, and they decide to go to the quick game with 2 minutes left in the game. Get out of bounds. All right. Oh my God, they going quick game with 2 minutes left. That pisses me off, man. This is a joke. This is absolutely a joke. This is what you should have did at the beginning of the fourth quarter. They go to quick game. They hit 2 quick outs. They get they're past midfield now. This is the dumbest thing ever. The dumbest thing ever. All right. Well, like I said, I do apologize. I have some business to take care of. We're at the top of the hour, man. I do appreciate everybody for vibing with me. I wish I could close this game out with you guys, but I can't. I appreciate all the love and support. I might come back later and do a reaction video, but it won't be anything live, so you guys can check for that. But again, I do appreciate that. Anybody has anything quick you guys want to say? Go ahead and put it in. I got 2 minutes, and then I'm gonna get out of here. Simeon says peace. Ziso says thank you. I appreciate you. No, thank you. My man Fighters Destiny says thanks. Take care. I appreciate that, man. All right. Dart destroyed the number 1 defense in the league. Y'all say anything. What does that mean? Dart destroyed the number 1 defense in the league. Y'all say anything. Okay. All right. 49ers with a backup quarterback. Yeah, they do. We don't. Better coach team. Good night, Luann. Kenya, what's going on? I'm getting out of here. Jonathan Pride, I missed the pause, man. I'm rushing right now. I got to get out of here. Again, thank everybody for the love and support. Again, I went for the people that missed it. I went live at halftime because I couldn't do a post game show. Pretty much pitched off, talked about it all game. But appreciate y'all. But with that being said, I want to thank everybody for vibing with me. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And from one Giants fan to another, this is Big Dash Knows, Big Blue Nation. Let's go.